School. My name is Noah.
And my name is Cash Whittingham.
Today is March 7th.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For breakfast tomorrow, we will be having breakfast pizza.
For lunch tomorrow, we will be having chicken patty, hot dog, veggie blend, fries, and fruit.
There will be no 24 Club in March. Please remember to inform your parents.
Check out the next segment for announcements.
Today we are reading Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Substitute Teacher. Alvin loved music class. It was his favorite school subject. He looked forward to music all day. Alvin liked it better than math. He liked it better than lunch. He even liked it better than recess. Well, almost. Alvin's teacher was Mrs. Melody. Mrs. Melody is the best, Alvin said. She is the best, seconded Simon. The best of the best, agreed Theodore. What makes her so special? Asked Dave. Alvin thought Mrs. Melody made learning fun. We have class outside on nice days, Alvin said. Last week we played the steel drum and a xylophone, said Simon. For Mrs. Melody, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, Dave said. Good idea, said Alvin. We don't want her to miss school. In class next week, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore learned how to play brass instruments. Next week, we'll start on woodwinds, said Mrs. Melody. Cool, said Alvin. That Monday, the boys went to school. I'll try the clarinet, said Theodore. I'm thinking bagpipes, said Simon. Alvin looked around. Something was wrong. Just then, Principal Wilson walked in. I have some bad news, she said. Mrs. Melody broke her leg. She will be out all week. Your substitute will be here soon. Substitute? Simon asked. Substitutes are mean, said Theodore. They give double homework, said Alvin. This is terrible. There was a knock at the door. May I come in? Said a voice. Alvin put his head on his desk. Wake me when this day is over. Simon gasped. Theodore laughed. What's so funny? Alvin asked. Then he looked up. Dave? The voice said. My name is Mr. Siebel, Dave said. I am your substitute today. Alvin felt so lucky. They would have so much fun in class, just like they did at home. Alvin acted goofy. When Dave asked where pianos were invented, Alvin answered, on the moon. Then it was time to sing. Alvin asked if he could yodel. He blurted during scales. Do, mi, fa, foo, burp. Oops, sorry, Alvin said. Dave's face turned red. Alvin's classmates giggled. Soon, the class began doing whatever they wanted. Some banged on drums loudly. They were listening to Dave. They weren't listening to Dave. They were acting out. Dave tried to control. All right, guys, let's put down the drumsticks, he said. The class just ignored him. Can you teach us about opera? Asked Simon. Or country music? Asked Theodore. Or go get ice cream, said a boy. Ice cream, the class yelled. Alvin looked around. Things were out of control. Dave looks upset, Alvin said. He looks sad, said Theodore. Alvin wanted to help Dave. So did Simon and Theodore. But what could they do? Just then the bell rang. Class was over. That night, Dave barely talked at dinner. Then he was quiet at breakfast. You must be excited for Mrs. Melody to return, he said before school. Alvin overheard Dave in the office. Dave didn't see Alvin. He was speaking with Principal Wilson. I'm a bad teacher, Dave said. The kids don't listen to me. Uh-oh, Alvin said to himself. Alvin felt terrible. Dave wanted to be a great teacher, but the kids weren't listening. And it was Alvin's fault. He ran out and got his brothers. They rounded up the class at lunch. Starting today, we listen, Alvin said. We learn, Theodore said. What do you say? Simon asked. Their classmates agreed. They didn't mean to be rude. They didn't like making Dave feel bad or upset. Dave got to class late. He expected chaos. He expected a rowdy celebration, a celebration he wasn't invited to. Instead, he saw smiles. Kids were sitting in their seats. They were ready to learn. Who wants to learn about history of rock and roll? Dave asked. We do, the class said together. Dave was happy. He was relieved too. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore smiled. They were lucky to have such a great teacher. The end.
Read Across America Spirit Week is March 4th through March 8th. March is National Reading Month. Read Across America is an annual reading motivation and awareness program that calls for every child in every community to celebrate reading. Monday, books boost our imagination. Dress like your favorite book character. Tuesday, warming up for reading. Wear your favorite jersey or athletic wear. Wednesday, Read My Shirt Day. Wear a shirt with a positive, school-appropriate message. Thursday, reading gives us superpowers. Dress like your favorite superhero. And Friday, snuggle up and read. Wear your comfiest PJs and find a good book. Hey, 5th grade, you're invited to an important meeting about Rollo Middle School's Washington, D.C. trip on March 12th, 2024 in the RMS Auditorium from 6 to 7 p.m. Please attend this brief interactive meeting for 5th grade parents and students. The trip dates are May 26th through May 28, 2025. For trip information, visit the website and put in the trip ID. For more information, contact Miss Howard.
The fun fact for today is a kitchen sink contains more bacteria than a toilet.
It's a great day to be a bulldog.